Hey guys, hey guys, hey governors, hey governors, hey guys, hey governors, 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 hey governors. I haven't paid attention to how long I've been doing this YouTube thing because I have more important things to do, like crying myself to sleep. As far as I know, I've been here for a whole 10 years. Well, I might as well check how long I've been doing this YouTube thing for. Well, YouTube has had tens of thousands of content creators throughout the years, from the good to the bad, from the old to the new, to whatever other comparison you can make when it comes to YouTubers. And one of those content creators just so happens to be me, DGB. I'm a content creator who talks about whatever random thing I'm interested in that month, such as different holidays, different types of movies, or even different types of horror. I also do whatever other video ideas I may have alongside the random videos, such as random dumb skits or reaction videos, mainly to Nintendo things. This may not seem like crazy, but I actually do have a reason to talk about myself today instead of something like a holiday or a movie like I normally do. If the intro I did earlier didn't make it obvious enough, you better have been paying attention. On the day that this video is going up, the DGB YouTube channel turns 10 years old. To most of you, that probably doesn't mean that much because you guys actually have lives, but to me, I feel like that's pretty cool. So you know what? To celebrate me having a silly little YouTube channel for 10 years now, I decided I could finally have an excuse to be a little bit egotistical and make a video all about me! Hey, if nobody else is gonna make a video essay about me, I might as well do it myself. So while this may not be the most entertaining topic to an average audience, I felt like this would be the best way to celebrate 10 years of DGB. I'd also just love to use this opportunity as a learning experience to learn how we got to this point on my channel. How we got from me making dumb and stupid memes forever ago, to where we are now with me making full-on scripted videos. So join me as I take a trip down memory lane on my channel after 10 long years. Starting off, one thing you can probably assume about me is that I used to be pretty into YouTube as a kid. I remember my two older brothers showing me a ton of classic YouTubers at the time, such as Fred, the Angry Video Game Nerd, Smodge, and many more. This is what got me introduced to YouTube as a platform, and got me interested immediately. So when I was able to go on the internet even more, YouTube became one of my favorite places to be. Yeah, screw you Live Leak, 10-year-old me had a new favorite website. I began forming my own direct interest on who I liked watching on YouTube. This included Jack's Films, Peanut Butter Gamer, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and even more. Because of me watching all of these creators, I got interested in making my own YouTube videos just like them, but it took me a few years to finally make my own YouTube channel. I always had aspirations to do so, but I just never ended up making the channel for some reason. I did eventually make this YouTube channel though, after asking my mom for permission of course. But of course, the first thing I had to do was think of a name. At the time I was making this channel, I didn't have any online name, and I didn't want to use my full legal name for what should be obvious reasons, so I guess I just had to think of some new username. My original username was DerbiusGameBlast, which, yes, was supposed to be taken completely seriously, apparently. I went with this name at the time because I wanted to make sure my username was completely original, and I just threw 3 random words together to achieve this. That isn't even a joke, by the way, that's literally why I came up with that username. But I mean, I did do my job perfectly at least, I'll give past me that. But late last year, I did decide to finally swap my username to just being DGB. Not only did I swap it just because I felt like DerbiusGameBlast was just a bad outdated name that I didn't really vibe with anymore, and DGB was a nickname that was already given to me by a few people, but also I did find out that apparently the first word in that is considered a slur to some people. I would like to apologize to anybody I may have offended with that username, but I have changed it not only for the betterment of you, but for the betterment of me as well. I didn't like that username either, honestly. But now, with a username like that, if it wasn't already obvious, I made my channel when I was very young, when I was 10 to be exact. And you might be saying that there's no way a 10-year-old can create compelling content, right? Yeah, I agree, I know from personal experience. My earliest content did suck, and nobody could convince me otherwise. So you may be wondering what was my first couple of videos if I considered them so bad. Well, that would be a plush series I titled Alien Monkey. Alien Monkey was a series about this green monkey plush I had that was basically me trying to ride off the coattails of Super Mario Logan. Yeah, remember them? I tried doing the same thing as Super Mario Logan, but with no script, no actors other than me, no editing, and only using a single plush. What could possibly go wrong? What's probably bad news for you guys though is that the few videos I did make of Alien Monkey are sadly lost media. So technically speaking, I can't prove that they're bad videos, but believe me, there's no way they were actually good. I for some reason decided to delete the few Alien Monkey videos that existed on YouTube, and I never decided to archive any of them. I'm not sure whether that's good or bad honestly, since on one hand, I would love to see my first ever attempt on content on this channel again, and also use actual clips from them as background footage in this video. But on the other hand, I would probably be too embarrassed to watch how cringy those videos must have been anyways. The earliest video of mine that isn't lost media though would just be a video of me talking to a camera about the channel. I'm going to keep this video private forever, mainly because I don't feel comfortable having a video of me so young casually available to everybody publicly, but it's not lost media at least, which is something. I did several videos like this of me just talking to a camera, with a couple of let's plays in between. One of my original plans was to make my YouTube channel a gaming channel, which is exactly why the word game was in my original username. But that just never really happened, obviously. Ironic considering how I talk a lot more about movies nowadays compared to video games, but hopefully one day I could get a few gameplays out. I have been thinking of doing a few gameplays, I just don't know what game to do it for. I also did a few stop motion videos around this time, which definitely were charming at least.
My mask! Run for your lives! The police! No! Huh?
The big evolution I had on this channel around the time would be what I would like to call the early meme era. If you were online during late 2016, you may remember the meme of We Are Number One from the show Lazy Town. I was really into this meme alongside Lazy Town itself around this time for some reason too, and because of that, I started to make memes of We Are Number One and other Lazy Town meme songs myself. Mainly inspired by the works of Grande, I decided to make a handful of We Are Number One memes, with none of them being that good honestly. I didn't even have a proper editing software at that time. I just used the built-in one from the screen recorder I used to get the clips. That's also why the clips I use don't look that hot honestly. Now, I thankfully know how to download video clips, but I didn't back then. During this time while I really didn't know how to download videos and just screen recorded everything off YouTube like a degenerate, I started a meme series that was very dear to this channel. If you're around then, you'll definitely know what I'm about to talk about. That being my series of What's Gibby Thinking About. This will be me taking this clip from iCarly that just plays What's Gibby Thinking About before playing some funny clip. This would be me taking like a Vine or another internet video I found funny, and I would basically just clip it into my video. Looking back, I do personally find this content pretty lazy, but I cannot deny that this was considered my flagship series for the time. Please, for the love of God, do not tell the distractions that I made this series. I do not want to be cancelled. But also, around this time, I started doing some YouTube poops, or some YTPs for short. YouTube poops are basically taking a pre-existing media and editing them in some comedic way, and I loved it. I was also into YouTube poops growing up like I was the gaming channels, being a fan of creators like CS188 and Jimmy Davis, so I decided to take a chance at doing some myself. I admittedly wasn't that great at making them, but it's the effort that counts.
Alright, Billy Mays here for the original Quick Chop. The fastest, easiest, safest way.
I also had a few YouTube poop collabs back then, which were basically a bunch of people coming together and creating a bunch of YouTube poops for one video. I held a few YouTube poop collabs back in the day, like one for the creator Charm Mix, but my favorite two that I hosted were what I called the Anything YTP collabs. This was basically your average YouTube poop collab, but the thing you could edit could be literally anything. I got some mentions ranging from tons of media, like SpongeBob SquarePants, the Lego Movie, Super Smash Bros., and even Thomas the Tank Engine. And who made that Thomas the Tank Engine YouTube poop, you may ask? Well, that's CamronTubeHD, of course. Cameron is a friend I made in middle school around this time, and we've been friends ever since. He makes videos mainly about Thomas the Tank Engine, Herbie the Love Bug, and other vehicle-based content, so if you're interested in that, you should definitely go check his channel out. You should go subscribe to his channel as well, and I promise I wasn't paid to say that. It was such a crazy coincidence that we both had YouTube channels when we met that we were both very passionate about, which made it greater and easier for us to collaborate and bond with each other. I feel like Cameron was a giant part of what helped me feel passionate for my videos, with all the collabs we did and still do to this day on both our channels. I can't possibly list every single video we've made where we collaborated with each other in one video, but boy am I happy seeing all these videos of us together. We mainly did a bunch of gaming videos together, and I don't know if it was just my bias of playing these games with him, but I think some of these bits are still very funny.
Oh my god!
What the heck was that?
No! No, I'm gonna come and snap you!
Also, yes, we just filmed a TV screen while filming these gameplay videos, with some looking way worse than the others. And yeah, this is part of why me doing Let's Play content never worked, just a lack of a capture card. But we made it work anyways, thankfully. even if it didn't work that well. But still, I would like to thank CamronTube personally for his involvement in my channel, and I hope we collab again soon. I kept doing some more memes like what's Gibby thinking about and some more YouTube poops, but then I did what I consider my greatest accomplishment as a content creator at the time, acting out rap battles. Epic Rap Battles of History is a pretty big series on YouTube, with the basic concept of having 2 or more figures, whether real or fictional, having a rap battle. The series was pretty big in the 2000s, and eventually inspired what's considered the rap battle community. This community, which features creators such as Fretty Canal, Eddie FRB, Mr. J, Fight Marker, and many more creators, basically took the basic concept of what ERB did with rap battles and took their own spin on it. I decided to start making my own rap battles because I personally really liked Epic Rap Battles of History, and I felt like I could do some too. That's how acting out rap battles was born. Yeah, me ripping off creators I like isn't a new concept. First ERB, and now Scott the Woz. So I decided to start making rap battles, with my first battle being Mario vs. Speed Racer. Yeah, this was a pilot episode of my rap battle series, with my friend Timey, who I met through a rap battle community, challenged me to make a rap battle of this matchup in just 3 days. Because I only had 3 days to make it, and I had no real skills in terms of making rap battles at this point, the battle came out awfully with tons of terrible and weird decisions throughout. There was text-to-speech voices used for the characters.
My awesome car is bad.
The editing was a mismatch of random visuals that made no sense, and so many more things. Now this battle lives on in infamy from the people who remember it just for how bad it is. Crap, maybe I shouldn't have brought this back up. Now the memes about this battle are gonna start popping up again. Also, side tangent unrelated to acting out rap battles. Fun fact, this battle is actually where the inside joke of DGB will never get a girlfriend came from. There was a trend years ago in the rap battle community to take your old weird battles and change the name of them. So when I decided to do this with Mario vs. Speed Racer, I changed the name to DGB will never get a girlfriend. That spawned a countless amount of memes that me and my friends did lean into. But back to acting out rap battles, after the disaster that was Mario vs. Speed Racer, I started making some real battles. My early ones such as Sans vs. Mimikyu and Shows vs. Shaggy weren't that great obviously, but over time I started making battles that were much better. Battles like Action 52 vs. 7 Granddad, Super Hot Fire vs. NES Red, Steve vs. Villager, and more became battles I'm very proud of. I could definitely go in depth with the full story of acting out rap battles one day, but going into it deeply seems like a discussion for another time if you guys want that. I do think it's at least an important part of my YouTube story to at least mention here in this video. But I would at least like to give a shout out to everybody who helped me make my battles. Most of which have made their own rap battles, which I definitely suggest for you to check out. I can't list every single person who has ever helped me make a rap battle or two verbally, but if you're watching this, you know who you are. Thank you all so much. But I will promise you all that we are still working on the video for Mario enemies versus Minecraft enemies though. It'll come out eventually. And same thing for Shaggy versus Ace Ventura, I'll make that rap battle eventually too. But back to the DGB channel, I was still making memes and YouTube poops alongside my rap battle videos. I tried not to kill off my main channel in favor of something else. And one of the ways I did that is that I started doing some question and answer videos. I forget what exactly inspired me to do these, but I did do a few of them, and I just like doing them. They're a bit cringy looking back on these old ones, but I did have fun making them, so where's the harm in that? I'm gonna go cry now. I do one day want to do another one, but I'll probably save that as a goal for when I hit 500 subscribers. And a bit after this, I started doing even more content that I would be a lot happier with doing still. I did a few more gameplays with Cameron, a few skits such as a ghost hunting video with a few of my friends at the time, a couple reaction videos such as to Nintendo trailers, and some other things like this. I did like doing these and I was very happy to where my channel was at this point. It definitely beat out screen recording lazy town clips for terrible memes. I even hit 200 subscribers at the start of this era, which felt awesome. And me continuing to do more skits like this led to what's probably one of my proudest oddities on my channel. The video where I recreate the Popcorners Breaking Bad Super Bowl ad build on a $0 budget. The reason I made this was because I won a bag of popcorners in a raffle basket, and I thought it would be funny to use the bag in a video, and this is what came out of it. I never even watched an episode of Breaking Bad before making that video, which I think makes it funnier. I think this is where the ball started getting rolled to where it is today, because 2 videos later was another skit that I'm proud of. How do you have views on YouTube? This video is stuck under 200 views, so better luck next time, buddy. But this video did spawn a clip that people have been quoting around me for years afterwards. Did you know that in Back to the Future? The video this bit came from is mostly unknown, but people still quote this part of the video around me to this day. I don't know what about it made people love this bit, but I guess I can't complain. My happiness in making this video led to me making a few more skits, such as the quest for 300 subscribers, a video I'm honestly surprised I made. This was inspired by a dumb joke I made in a Discord call one late night with another content creator friend I made at school, King Trainwreck. I decided to quickly make a script for this for a 300 subscriber special, and a few days later, the video finally came out. And yeah, I believe you could definitely tell that this video is rushed. I so badly wish I could recreate this video today so I could scrub out all of the idiotic mistakes from this, such as me trying to do all my lines in one very long take for some reason, but I guess I gotta keep moving. I did thankfully learn my lesson soon enough, because I soon then released a video I'll say is the final name of the content for my channel changing into what it is today, Thanksgiving, the most boring holiday. This is what I consider my first ever rant video, which I believe I really only made because I wanted to make a video for Thanksgiving that year for whatever reason. This is just what I decided to make, and I'm happy I did make it. I did try making 2 video essays before this though, with one about the Illumination Lorax movie and another about cool math games, but neither came out. I may try to remake that cool math games video though, so be on the lookout for that if I ever do decide to remake it. But the Thanksgiving video came out first, and began my long tradition of making rant video for holidays. I was planning on making a Christmas video in the same vein as the Thanksgiving video in 2023 too, but I never actually made it. And I haven't made a true Christmas special 3 years later, so maybe I'm just stupid. The reason I haven't made a video solely about Christmas yet is just how big of a video that's probably gonna be, and I always remember to try to make it at the last minute. So hopefully one day I can make a proper video all about Christmas, but that's not happening in 2026. Yeah, I know it's pretty ironic for somebody that has Noel holiday as a profile picture to not have done a Christmas video yet, and instead doing holidays like the 4th of July, but that's just more proof that I'm lazy and stupid. And just like that Christmas special, I was dead for most of 2024, besides a skit or 2 that were released. The drop in content around this time mainly happened because I attended my first semester of college in late 2024, which I wanted to focus more on. I did try making a video about Halloween that year though, but that never ended up happening just because I forgot to make it until the night before Halloween. I did release a video of Steamboat Willie though around this time. That was literally the easiest way I could get content out, so I did it, I guess. But in early 2025, I did want to make another actual video, and that ended up being my Valentine's Day video. This video is mainly inspired by a Snapchat story I posted, with me making a joke about the holiday, which after posting, I felt like could have been a great opening for a rant video about Valentine's Day. I then decided to wing it, where I wrote the script in less than a week, and recorded the video less than 24 hours before it was supposed to go up. It was very hard for me to find time to record within my own college room while having 2 roommates, but I somehow finished it in time, and I couldn't be happier. I wasn't happy when I stayed up until 2 AM to finish editing the Valentine's Day video, but let's ignore that. And I think this video is really what led me being here, because after making a Valentine's Day video, I kept making more and more rant videos. In 2025, most of them were holiday-based videos, but I did still have some great moments there. I did have a fun time talking about things like game shows, which I do hope to make a sequel video about sometime soon. But October of 2025 was a fantastic month for the channel in my opinion, and the highlight of last year. Before then, I was only really able to upload 1 rant video a month at most in 2025, but in October, I was able to release 4 rant videos, plus a fun little update video. The reason I was able to get 4 videos out in October was because 2 of the scripts, the Mandela Effect and Weird Fears video, were fastly written by me, which made them easy to release in October. The Cryptids video, which I'm still very proud of and is one of my favorite rant videos I've ever done up to this point, was a script I finished the first draft of nearly a half a year prior. My original plan was to release this video while I was still in college, but I kept getting delayed because I wasn't entirely proud of the script. It ended up being a perfect release for October because hey, cryptids are pretty freaky, and the Screamers video was always intended to be an October release, so I had a head start to work on that script all I wanted. As of now, being able to release 4 different rant videos in a single month is still probably one of my greatest accomplishments I've ever done for this channel as of now. And hey, the Mandela Effect video is pretty close to 1,000 views, so I would definitely appreciate you helping it reach that milestone. The only bad news I'll say is that around this time, I did decide to start unlisting some of my old meme content. I feel bad doing this, but the reason I did do this was I didn't like all my old bad memes crowding the channel when I had another direction I wanted to go with this channel instead of just memes. I didn't like all the meme videos overshadowing my newer rant videos when you looked up DGB, so I decided to unlist them all. I'm so sorry to all the fans of those older videos, but I felt like this was the best choice for where my channel was going. I finished 2025 off with 2 more rant videos per month, which I'm still very happy about, and proud that I was able to do. I was very sad I couldn't make a direct Christmas special in December though. I wish I could go back in time and at least record a little video of me saying Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays at least. Also, I completely forgot to talk about this on camera, so I'm just going to talk about it in a voiceover. But 2025 was also the year I started using Noel and Deer in my videos. I'm a huge fan of the game Deltarune, and my favorite character from the game just so happens to be Noelle. Maybe it's partly due to my love of Christmas and holidays in general, but that doesn't matter, I love Noelle no matter what. So I started using Noelle Holiday as a sort of mascot in 2025. I'd say Fruish Productions does with Tamatoa from Moana, or Madly Much does with Leo Lusser from that awesome Donkey Kong cartoon. I also started really being in love with deer in general in 2025, and that's dug into my videos a lot. I should definitely start working on my 2-hour video about Noelle from Deltarune. So personally, I consider Noelle and deer a sort of mascot for my channel, just because of my real love for both of them. But now, we're in the present year of 2026, and in my honest opinion, I do think this is the best year my channel has ever had. I'm making a bunch of rant videos which I'm very passionate and happy to make. My 2025 movie video is probably my biggest passion project I've ever had. I faced so many problems making that video, such as at one point, a ton of the clips I already filmed and edited being deleted for a short bit, but I was able to release that video perfectly, so I cannot be more happy. And there were a ton of rant videos I'm happy about from this year, such as my social media video and my review for the original Super Mario Bros. Movie. No, I don't mean the live action version, I mean the original 2D animated version. You should definitely go check that video out to learn more about that movie. I'm honestly very happy that I got the Super Mario Bros. Movie review out in the way that I did. It came out exactly the way I wanted it to. It was just very difficult because that was my first video where I just mainly talked about a movie's plot, so it was a bit hard doing it for the first time. But hey, I'm happy I got it out this way. I hope I get more movie reviews out soon. I'm already planning out some movie reviews for certain movies, so be on the lookout for those. I also want to do some reviews of video games and musicals too eventually. Please let me do those as well. The good thing about my 2026 video lineup alongside my usual monthly rant videos in my opinion, is that I am making a lot of other types of content I find fun. A ton of this is videos I found to be fun to do in the moment, such as more reactions to Super Mario Galaxy movie trailers, but also a ton of more skits that I'm happy about, like a sequel to my top 10 movie facts video. And there was also whatever the hell that Walmart vlog was. So sorry to any of the Walmart employees who may have watched that video. So honestly, this is about my favorite time to ever make YouTube videos, and I'd like to thank you guys for sticking with me until now. I'm so thankful that I've been able to release at least one rant video a month so far throughout all of 2026, and I hope to do so for the rest of the year if all goes as planned. And now, we're currently here, with 10 years worth of content under my belt, and several stories about my channel's inner content to share. It's been a long road to get here with the DGB channel, but I'm proud of where I am with it at the moment. I have a ton of rant videos that I'm very proud of, a ton of skits that I think are very funny, and I have over 470 subscribers, which is all I could ask for. So I would also like to use some of this time to thank you guys for sticking around with me for so long. I know that not all of my content has been the greatest, especially now after doing a full deep dive on all of it, but thank you all so much for sticking around regardless. I've evolved from a little kid who barely even knew what an editing software was, to somebody who has a strong passion for making the content you all watch. So whatever part you guys joined my journey on, I'm happy we're all caught up to speed, and I hope you guys continue to like my future work as well. And speaking of the future, I do want to say that I have no plans to stop content creation anytime soon. Even though scripts from some of the death threats I get in the mail that some of you guys would prefer that, I'm not going to. Don't take this whole sappy ending as me trying to segue into the fact that I'm retiring soon or something like that. I have many more plans for rant videos that I would love to get out eventually, from the usual holiday videos to more unique and unexpected video topics. I would love to talk more about things I find fun or at least interesting, like board games, some movies I love, and weird commercials eventually, so I really hope you're all excited for that when I do eventually make those videos. But yes, I do have plans for more rant videos, some skits, and maybe even some more types of content in the future. I would love to try to do some actually good gameplay someday, or maybe even some live streams eventually. So hopefully, if you somehow like my content, hopefully you'll stick around for more. But still, I'd like to thank you all for watching my content, watching this video all the way to the end, and just a thank you for everything. All your support means the world to me. And even though I made this video as a giant showcase of DGB history, there is still more to come, and I can't wait to see how different my channel may look in 10 years from now. The channel has already changed this much in 10 years, I don't know what 20 years would do to this channel. Still, I'm off to go open up some whiskey to celebrate hitting 10 years on this channel. Come on, I did that when I turned 10 years old. So I'll see you all later, thank you so much for watching, and happy 10 years.